Jordan Poole may have the best in-and-out dribble in the world, which is one of the many elements in his bag that make him the future face of the Warriors. Jordan has taken full advantage of getting to learn from the greatest to ever do it in terms of on and off ball movement, Stephen Curry. Speaking of whom, in year 14 of his career, Bleacher Report and ESPN have the Finals MVP ranked 4th and 5th. With all due respect to Magic, the gravity drawing and scoring prowess of Curry, in my humble opinion, make him the greatest point guard of all time. In terms of the $130 million man in Jordan, whether it's working with poise from the perimeter or the painted area, JP's obviously taken bits and pieces from the chef. Now, Klay Thompson's crashed the pool party as the second Splash brother resembled the prime version of himself in his return to the lineup. You can't forget, Thompson's godly shooting stroke once allowed him to score 60 points on 11 dribbles and break the NBA record for both threes in a game and points in a quarter. The insane 37 points Klay had in the third quarter in a regular season game against Sacramento back in 2015 was one of the moments we were all reminded of in Klay's ridiculous return. You're about to find out every reason for why the Golden State Warriors are out of control, and not in the way 29 other fan bases and the media wants you to believe. Before continuing, just 13.1% of you watching this video are subscribed, so please subscribe if you haven't already. Also, please leave a thumbs up. It makes a huge difference and takes just a few seconds. Thank you for supporting my content. The newest headlines out of Golden State land are that both Andrew Wiggins and Jordan Poole have both been given hefty extensions, and assuming Draymond opts into the final year of his deal next season, the Warriors will be paying $275+ million in luxury tax in 2024. According to StatMuse, that luxury tax money is more than the total player salaries combined of the New York Knicks and Memphis Grizzlies. It'll be interesting to see how Draymond reacts to this, given he's looking for an extension, but I'm sure the second and third members of this big three in Klay and Dre will be taken care of when need be. With that said, the reason these extensions of Poole and Wiggins were so crucial is that they display Bob Myers and the Warriors front office are 100% committed towards their young talent, who will of course be fundamental in leading Golden State into the next decade of Warrior basketball. Green and Thompson are as important to winning right now as they've ever been, but we'll have to understand that Golden State is trying to rebuild on the fly here, meaning they're trying to dominate now while simultaneously trying to usher in the next wave of talent. How these extensions will affect the chemistry will be a determining factor. But putting the annoying drama aside, and between the lines, in the return of both Klay and Draymond, the fully healthy Dubs were looking better than they've ever been. The current team in the Bay Area that we're witnessing may be the best version of Golden State we've ever seen. That's right, including the Durant years. Whether it's complimentary young phenoms off the pine, like the number 2 overall pick from 2020 in James Wiseman, the number 7 overall pick from 2021 in Jonathan Kuminga, or the 14th overall pick from that same draft in Moses Moody, it's unbelievable how Golden State acquired such incredible depth in the 2 straight years where they missed the playoffs. But today, I wanted to break down the backcourt of Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and the 28th overall pick from 2019 in Jordan Poole. Those who were questioning Stephen Curry's leadership in the midst of the recent Warriors drama probably aren't aware that he was the one who kept the Draymond Green-Kevin Durant relationship intact. On the night where Green had an on-court altercation with Durant, Curry wasn't with the team, but Steph still drove to Green's house after to discuss it, and also had a separate discussion with Kevin Durant about it. After Green served a 1-game suspension the following night against Atlanta, Curry then rejoined the Warriors for subsequent trips during his rehab, and when Durant and Green played together in Houston on November 15th, Curry sat in between them and often shared laughs. Klay said that Curry had, quote, a very good voice of reason during turbulent times. But surprisingly, it was DeMarcus Cousins who had the biggest bit of praise for Steph regarding his leadership, as Andre Iguodala shared how Boogie's bewilderment once prompted him to confront Curry about the way he carries himself. Iggy said, quote, DeMarcus, when he was with us one random day, was like, yo, are you real, to Steph. Curry was like, what are you talking about? Cousins was like, bro, you're the best player in the league. Bro, you don't get mad about nothing. You don't ask for nothing. You don't want any special treatment, end quote. No one should be questioning Steph's leadership, plain and simple. In terms of between the four lines, Curry's the greatest pull-up shooter, range shooter, floor spacer, catch-and-shoot shooter, free throw shooter, off-ball player advantage creator, and efficiency scorer in the history of basketball. Not too far behind him in about every one of those areas is Curry's all-time great backcourt partner, Klay Thompson. While Steph's the three-point king, Klay's known to have the most fundamentally sound-looking three-point release of all time. In his first preseason game in years, and apparently his first game without a headband in 1,219 days, Klay absolutely dominated. Thompson tied Jonathan Kuminga with a team-high 17 points, pouring in 5 triples on 85% true shooting. Steve Kerr related Klay's recent performance to his record-setting 37-point quarter, saying, "I think I've said this before, but I think my favorite basketball moment that I've ever had was when he scored 38 in a quarter way back in 15 or 14, whatever it was. It was like a religious experience, it really was. There's just a sense of awe in the gym where everyone feels connected to Klay, and he's just kinda in another world. There's this really cool energy that goes right through the building, everybody feels it," end quote. From a team perspective, the Dubs may have the best player in Stephen Curry, the best defender in Draymond Green, the best coach in Steve Kerr, the best perimeter shooting as a team, fueled by the likes of Klay, the best team defense, the deepest/most versatile roster, and last but not least, the best bench player in Jordan Poole, who will now break down. This video of Poole and Wiggins seemed to come to fruition.
Yes, we can do that. You want women, and you about to get a bag. No. You about to get a bag. We about to get a bag.
To me, it shouldn't be a shocker to anyone that Poole's going to receive $130 million over the next 4 years. The Warriors not only trust the player that Poole is now, but based off the development he's already shown, they trust the player Jordan's going to keep improving into. It's very clear the work ethic and overall commitment to getting better is more than up to par. It's off the charts. That's proven by the fact that back in his rookie year in 2019-20, Jordan was a fairly raw talent, who wasn't necessarily one of the worst players in the league, but he was below average. The efficiency and production vamped significantly in year 2, but nothing could have prepared us for what Jordan was about to do next, which was have a breakthrough, most improved player of the year-esque campaign in 2021-22. The game slowing down for the elite 6'4" shot creator, whose gained experience and work ethic evidently shows up in his polished skill to manufacture opportunities. Last season, his entire bag was significantly improved, even defensively, where he's taken a lot of flack. But of course, Poole still developing into a better defender is the key to him becoming that much more dangerous. When Jordan becomes a legit two-way player, it's over. In terms of right now, one offensive move where Jordan's development shows up more than anything else in his repertoire is with his in-and-out dribble. With the in-and-out, Jordan uses elusive and quick footwork to draw matchups out to the perimeter, baiting the pull-up before bursting out of that stance with a blistering first step. Best part about this move is how it's fluidly combined with shifty stop-and-go dribbles along with step-backs, which make Jordan a nightmare for rotating defenders to hold in check. Why or why not did Jordan Poole deserve the bag though? Best answer down below in the comments gets next video shout out, and the top 5 commenters by December 21st earn free merchandise of their choosing. Today's Speaks winner is Ucans, who says Ja Morant will average 30 points, 9 assists, and 5 rebounds per game. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.